Hello guys, welcome to the very first episode of 15 Minutes with our very first guest on this podcast that we still don't know how it will look like in the future. It's George Kebaso from Samsung. This episode was shot a few weeks ago, and it was while the whole idea was still a concept that hadn't materialized properly. I'm grateful to Samsung because they were down for it, and we actually have another upcoming episode with another person, this time from Samsung's electronic division, that we'll share later on. In this episode, we'll discuss the foldables, why certain features from Samsung never make it to Kenya. I tried to ask some questions on increased taxation that have affected smartphone prices, and why Samsung doesn't have an assembly in Kenya. Listen in, remember to recommend, critique, or suggest whatever you have in mind that will make the episode better in future. Okay guys, welcome to another episode where we are talking with
George Kebaso
from Samsung on a few questions. Inaenda kuwa fun, so nijibu tu venye tunabonga, isiwe very isiwe nikaa nauliza maswali ngumu. Yes. So first of all, introduce what you do at Samsung and everything.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is George Kebaso, product lead in the marketing product lead in mobile division, Samsung Electronics, East Africa.
Yeah. What's like the daily task?
Oh my goodness. So my role covers several verticals. So there's product, which entails everything that is in regards to the products that we bring. What promotions do we have? What products do we bring to this market, and so on. Then we have, of course, marketing, and that's everything that we communicate to our consumers, and retail as well. So retail is also under me, so that we can be able to push the product to the market seamlessly.
So when I see a phone, there's a big role you're playing before ifike nione, whether a banner, whether the phone in the store. There's a big role you play before nione.
I can say it's team effort. It's no, Samsung is not. It's very multifaceted company, and there's no individual. So it's not like an individual gains company, effort company. It's really much driven by the team.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have an amazing team, by the way.
So you guys recently announced your new foldable lineup, and the price locally this time are very steep. For example, the fold is around 325,000. The flip is 195, I think. So being that the company is the pioneer of foldables, what is Samsung thinking or feeling right now that competition is offering cheaper foldables? For example, we've seen cheaper foldables in the market from your competitors like Ep1 and Tecno. And what can Samsung say about the line in the middle of foldables where your competition is constantly pushing that they have no crease, yet the new Fold 5 and Flip 5 still have creases? What can Samsung say about pricing and the crease?
Okay, so first, let me comment on the fact that these foldable categories it's an invention of Samsung. Samsung created this category, and this was several years back, and now we are in the fifth generation of foldables. Ideally, we've perfected this technology. When you talk about the crease, I don't know what crease you're talking about, because as it is, we have now reduced the gap. Zero gap. When we have new hinge technology, we are able to guarantee 200,000 folds for both fold and the flip. And as you can see, we don't have a crease on the foldables.
You guys argue that there's no crease, but as a reviewer, when I touch the phone, I can see it in different angles. I can see it, and competition is really pushing the idea that Samsung still has a crease. Is there like a generation where we won't see the crease, or is it like permanent because it's a folding mechanism, so there has to be something?
I mean, as I said, this technology, having gotten to the fifth generation of the same, again, I cannot comment about our competition, but what you're getting with Samsung is quality. Someone who can guarantee 200,000 folds and offer 24 months warranty. And in fact, we are so confident on that, that we give Samsung Care Plus, meaning we guarantee within 1 year, if there's a fault on your screen, we'll give free replacement, absolutely free. So I think in terms of folding technology, we are at the forefront of this. And I don't think any competition can come anywhere close on that.
Okay. So on pricing, because the prices for the new fold and flip are quite steep, thanks to taxation and the falling currency. So what is Samsung doing to try and make customers afford these devices? Because one, there's increased taxation. Is there any lobbying from Samsung on that part to encourage the government to lower taxation so people can afford phones? And what is Samsung doing to ensure customers can still afford the phone that's 300,000? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that question. So our operation as Samsung Electronics East Africa, we are a marketing subsidiary, right? So we market the phones. And of course, we support, we are a very tax compliant entity, and we support any initiatives being brought by the government. You're correct in saying that prices have gone up. What we have done to cushion our customers is that we have partnered with device financing partners such as ABSA, who now offer installments for over 12 months. We also have trade-in or options. One key thing to note is that most of our fold or flip users are former flip and fold users, right? They like the phone, they've experienced it, and they want the new technology that's coming with the new lineup. So what we've done is that we've given very good trade-in values for that, and we are even giving additional residual value. For example, if you're getting a fold, us as Samsung will give an additional 28,000 on the residual value for your trade-in, and about 20,000 for flip. So these are sort of ways that we're looking at. And not only that, I think, I don't know whether your camera will pan and zoom to the offers that we have, in that we are giving free buds for every, we're giving free buds for every flip that is ordered during this pre-order period, and free Watch 5 for every fold that is ordered during this pre-order period.
Okay. So is there any lobbying to try and encourage legislation around taxing?
I cannot comment on that, primarily because we are not a sales subsidiary.
Okay. In an ideal world, I believe Samsung will have an assembly locally where to avoid import tax and all that, you just have them produced locally. Is there any plans for that with Samsung, and where are the plans right now?
So any local assembly is primarily driven by demand. At the moment, it's being monitored very closely, but we are not yet at that threshold where demand, rather the East African demand in large, would dictate that we have a sort of assembly plant. But one thing I know is that it is something that in the future could be a topic of discussion in the future once we get to those sort of numbers in terms of quantity.
Okay, sasa between a foldable and a slab phone, which one do you prefer, na kwa nini?
For me, I'd go with the foldable. Foldable offers this, it's for life maximizers. Actually, we're advertising this as a PC on the go. These days people have, I easily get my Zoom meetings. With a wide screen, you're able to look at your emails very easily and respond. This does not have the cover, but I usually have an S Pen cover where I can be able to work and be able to, even on your way home, if you're stuck in traffic and probably as a passenger, you're able to even watch movies, and even gaming is very big on these particular phones.
Wakati tulikuwa nasema stuck in traffic,
Yeah.
I was wondering, a foldable person is not ever stuck. And I afford simu ya 300k afai kuwa stuck in traffic. Okay, so the S Pen, umesema you use it for nini na nini. Is there a point in time where we will see it embedded into the foldable instead of it being outside?
Yeah, for every phone that Samsung launches, we see new innovation and new technology. So who knows? I know it's been a VOC of something that has been voiced. So who knows what the Fold and Flip 6 will offer? Maybe it will be embedded. Nobody knows. But as it is now, it is embedded on the cover. And right now, it is completely flat. In the previous model, there was a bit of a bulge, but right now, it is completely flat. Yeah.
The issue with foldables that I as a reviewer faced is battery life. With the new gen, what is battery? How are people going to enjoy battery life on the new Flip and the Fold? Yeah. Especially the Flip, since it has a big display outside.
Yeah, correct. So what has been done is with the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset, we are able to maximize and be able to get out of the phone more than what we were able in the past. What this has done, now even in terms of battery, we are able to elongate the battery life in a sense that you're able to work or have your phone for more than a day on the same charge.
So there's guarantee for long battery.
Definitely. Yes.
Something I've always wanted to ask at each launch, and I've never quite gotten clear on it, is why is there certain features that Samsung pushes for other markets that never make it to Kenya? For example, there's Good Lock. It's an app that allows you to customize your phone. It's only for Samsung devices. It's made by Samsung, and you can see it on the Samsung Galaxy Store, but you can't install it in this market. Why is that so? And what is Samsung doing around that? For example, beta testing. Right now, you're testing One UI beta 6, One UI 6 beta version. Beta testing is not always really readily available. What is Samsung doing on that and on features that are not available? Yeah.
Well, with phones, apps are very market specific. What you don't see as well is what has been customized for this market. And maybe it's better to look at that. For example, if you get phones or even phones from even other competitors or other markets, you find some might have a problem with our local applications, such as especially the SIM toolkit, such as M-Pesa. But we have optimized our phones for these local applications, especially the SIM toolkit for M-Pesa, for banking. Right now, especially with your parking places that you go, you park and scan a ticket and it prompts you. Not all phones are capable of doing that, but the phones that we bring for East Africa, we have customized and for that. Additionally, we now have over 140 applications that are specific for Flip and Fold. And we encourage Kenyans in East Africa to develop also other applications that might be market specific, might address certain even segments, maybe even the agricultural or health sector or so on. I think it's with Android, the new Android, I think it's something that is very much capable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my final question, sasa ni chargers.
Yes,
tunaambiwa it's for a greener world and all that, but my argument is removing a charger means I have to buy a charger. That charger has to be shipped. It has to be placed in a box. So there is more carbon emissions through that. What's Samsung argument against that? Because kuiweka tu kwa box alafu mtu aseme rudisha kama utaki is easier than kuitoa then you buy then ishipiwe then ifanye nini.
Okay, so I'll ask you, for example, when did you purchase your phone, the phone that you have last?
when it launched, I think October 2021.
2021.
Yes.
Before that, you had a smartphone, right?
Yes.
Right? So from the mid to high segment, anyone who's purchasing a phone at this point in time is not a first-time smartphone user. So what we saw is that you have these chargers. You have a charger at home, or you're always carrying chargers. And with Samsung's improved battery life, your previous charger is able to sustain you on a full day's charge. So in the global scale, because we are all moving towards reduction of e-waste, that is why we've made a decision not to have chargers on the boxes. And actually on the high-end side, because the replacement rate is rather higher, you find that a person purchasing a phone right now is probably on their third or fourth smartphone, meaning they have either one or two chargers from the previous
device. But you guys have removed chargers from even the budget A series. A series this year has Jakuja na charger. But then we also encourage people to trade in their devices. And if you go trading, if you want good value, you bring a charger, you bring a box, you bring a receipt. So if people are trading in their old phones to get newer phones and the newer phones don't come with chargers, is there an argument that can be made that having the charger in the box makes more sense?
Not really. And again, this comes, it's a very informed decision from both local and a global scale. A lot of the people, trust me when I say, a lot of the people who are smartphone users already have another smartphone charger. Now, what have we done as well? If you do want to buy a charger, we do have from our Samsung stores, you're able to get our genuine chargers. And the cost of these chargers, if you look at what there was in the past and now, they've dramatically gone down. There's a significant decrease in price.
Is there an incentive anywhere where I could buy a phone and get a charger for free?
I'll have to take you up on that and see how to integrate
because
that.
I think it will make sense. I buy, if I don't have a charger, I check out with a charger instead of shipping another charger and using it. I think there's more emissions with shipping of chargers and accessories rather than just getting them inside the box.
We have certain dealers or partners of ours who are in certain circumstances giving such offers based on the demographic or customer's preference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Those are all my questions. If you have anything that you want to say before we wrap up,
probably I'll tell your viewers to go experience our new Flip and Fold, and please, before the pre-order is done, try get your hands on one. I think the offers that we're giving are very, very generous and very good. On the Watch 5, you're saving an average of 50,000 because the Watch 5 goes for around 50,000, and for the Buds 2 Pro, you're saving almost 30,000. So I think it's quite a value on the same.
Thank you very much.
Thank you as well. Right.